Hey everybody, I think we figured it out somehow. By the grace of God, I just and a little bit of patience. So we're here. I do see that I believe we are on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube now. And I am just like, oh my goodness. Okay. Y'all, welcome to Let's VAMONOS Live. We're doing a virtual edition today, and we're going to have a wonderful guest named Maddie with Maddie's Delights, and we are super excited. But before we bring her on, let's talk a little bit about what's going on this week and this month for community events. As y'all know, I like to tell y'all all the things about what's going on and what y'all need to know so y'all can make sure to support the local small business community. So as y'all know, I am a Berry Fab ambassador for chocolate dipped strawberries. And if you hadn't had a chance to try her chocolate dipped strawberries, please do so. They are delicious. They are one of a kind. She has been such a great supporter of me, and so I appreciate it. She is having a baby pretty soon, so you want to get those before it's too late. And she is going to be taking care of that baby. I presume she's going to have somebody helping her, but I know that baby is going to be a main priority. So get them while you can. But what's going on this week? So today is a Monday. So if you're not aware, Axelrad does a Monday movie market every Monday. Today they're starting off the A24 films, and y'all will be able to get into that, be able to see that tonight if you'd like to start. It's everything, everywhere, all at once. I don't have a flyer for it, y'all, but go check it out on their socials on Instagram. I do see some people coming on, so thank you, made by Maria Cruz, Mimi's Latinas Creations, thank you so much. Latinx Publicist, thank you so much. Sonia, thank you so much. I need to go get my pillow, my Let's VAMONOS pillow. I'm not on the pink couch today, y'all, but that's okay. All right, moving along. So tomorrow, Shop Local Tuesdays, you want to have a Taco Tuesday night at Axelrad. Bring your amigas, bring your friends, come out to Axelrad. Boombox Tacos will be out there with their Taco Tuesday night, and also there will also be the market there with Shop Local Market. Support the local business community. And if you didn't know, Shop Local Market does weekly markets. Starting with Monday, we go all the way through Jazz Wednesdays, which is also this Wednesday, with a Mexican steaks, and they are delicious. I highly recommend y'all trying them out. And then that's all for weekly events. And then, oh, before I forget, this weekend, Shop Local Market will be at the Houston Farmers Market every Saturday and Sunday. So if you are not aware, go support them. They're going to be at the Houston Farmers Market. And again, we really appreciate them sponsoring our community events and letting us know where they're going to be at so we can make sure y'all know where y'all can support y'all's local vendors and hand makers and artists and all the things above. So go check them out Saturday, Sunday. If you're like, it is too hot these days, go on Saturday to the indoor market at Cameron Ironworks. You can check out the really unique, oh, where'd it go? You can check out the really unique container environment, industrial environment of Cameron Ironworks. They have coffee, they have smoothies, they have sandwiches, and they have also wonderful small vendors as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I see some more people jumping on the live, so thank y'all so much for joining. We really appreciate it. Sorry for the delay, y'all. I was just like, what is going on? I was trying to troubleshoot as quickly as I possible, and I want to thank our guest Maddie so much for being such a patient person with me, because she's probably like, what? This girl don't know what she's doing. No, I know you didn't think that. Let me pull this off. Okay. Let's do that. And then here. And again, y'all can watch this live on YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook, or anywhere where y'all like to watch lives. And we really appreciate y'all supporting us and coming on here and chatting with us this evening. This is not my typical live night. I usually go live on Thursdays. So we're doing something a little different because we want to talk about Las Mera Meras Festival and what that has to do with our community. So let me bring on Maddie. Hi, Maddie. Can you hear me?
Hi, yes, I can hear you.
Okay, awesome. Well, I'm so glad we figured it out. I am so sorry. I was like, I know I'm going to figure this out, but it's just going to take me a minute. And so I did. I figured it out. I just wanted to
Yeah.
make sure that all of our supporters on Instagram were able to chime in, and the supporters as well on YouTube or Facebook. So I really appreciate your patience. So as y'all know, we've got Maddie on today because we're doing something super special this week, leading up to Las Meta Metas, which is we are going to be featuring some vendors that would like to come and join us virtually. I wish I could bring all of y'all onto the pink couch, but I can't, right? It's one of those things that, like, I know we all have busy lives, and trying to get all of the vendors to come on lives is super hard. But I knew some of y'all were like, let's do it. And you were the first one to kind of like say, hey, yeah, let's do the live. So I was super excited. So just wanted to start off, as some of y'all know, I like to start off with trending cheesemint. Do we have any trending cheesemint to share? Do you have anything that you would like to share that you can think of, or that you heard or saw that was funny, or something that you're like, oh, I need to share that with the people?
I don't think I have any cheese for this week.
Yeah, neither do I. I don't
Uh,
either. That's why I was like, it's been kind of a slow week starting off for a Monday. Usually, I start hearing the cheesemas starts to really start happening after Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I don't know what happens. Something about Tuesdays and Wednesdays. That's when the reality
yeah.
TV and the entertainment starts to really like spread the word about what happened like the week before, the weekend before, stuff that we didn't know about. So no worries, no trending cheesemate today, guys. But do you have a fun fact that you would like to share with us today about
Fun
yourself?
fact. Sure. Yeah. So just whenever anyone asks me for a fun fact of me, I always say that I became a vegetarian when I was 13. So I'm 27 now. So it's been like over half of my life. So
Oh, wow. Awesome. So have you seen like did something affect your life that you were like, I want to become a vegetarian?
kind of. I always was just like really like compassionate towards animals. So it was always something like on the back of my mind. And I was like, I don't want to eat them, but then my like family would like make something and then I would eat it. And then eventually just like one day I was like, you know what? Like I just need to like do it. And it was like the middle of the day, my family and I we were on vacation and I was like, I'm just gonna do it. And I just stopped eating meat like after like lunchtime or something, and I haven't ate meat again ever since.
Wow. And I bet you that's hard being a Latina, right? Because our family likes to eat a lot of, like, well, Latinos like to eat a lot of meat.
Yeah, it was uh definitely a transition, especially since my family in Mexico only saw me a couple times a year. So then I would every time I would come over, my family would be like, "Oh, todavía no comes carne," like, "Oh, but you can eat jamón, right?" Or like stuff like that. So it definitely took a lot of adjustment. But I would say like after 10 years or so, they finally like understood like, oh, she really doesn't eat
She
meat
doesn't eat
anymore.
meat. Well, that's so cool. That's a cool story. I commend you for that. I wish I could do something like that. I don't think I've ever done no meat. I don't think so. I don't think I've ever gone full vegetarian. Are you also vegan?
No, I was vegan for a couple of years, but that didn't that
That
didn't
didn't that
last.
didn't
I
last.
love hot Cheetos too much.
Oh, that's funny. All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing that fun fact with us today. And I do see some supporters on today. So let's see here. We got somebody chiming in saying, Hola, Mari Torres Reyes. Aquí bien. I don't know how to say that real well. Can you say that for me? Oh,
What?
very interesting. She said, I guess it means very interesting. Aquí bien dote. I don't speak Spanish real well, y'all.
Oh, okay.
But it looks
Oh,
like
I
you
think
have a
that might be my
supporter.
aunt. I think I
Oh,
have.
okay. That's your aunt. Okay, cool. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate all of y'all that are joining today and that are supporting. We are going to talk a little bit about Maddie, and we're going to also talk about Las Meta Metas Festival. So, if y'all don't know, Las Meta Metas Festival is going to be on August 20th, which is National Latina Day, which is going to be a community event to come out and to support local Latina-owned businesses. Maddie is one of our vendors that will be there. I'm very excited and honored to have her because I have seen what she's been doing, and she's got some amazing treats and sweets, and I am a sweets girl for sure. And so, Maddie, quick question. What was something that, like, when you saw that we were starting this event, that we're promoting it, what exactly drew you into it, other than obviously the Latina, right? Obviously that.
Yeah, so I actually like stopped by last year at the very, very end, like the last 30 minutes of the event. So I didn't really get to like have the full experience, but my friend Maddie from Moon and Cats was there, and so I went to go say hi to her, and she told me that she had a great time and that it was one of the best like markets she had done so far. So, and Shop Local is also just like such a great like community and like resource. So I was like, okay, well, I heard good things about last year. It looked like so much fun, and I knew a lot of the vendors that were there too. So I was like, I think, once I saw that, I had to miss the application date, I was like, okay, I got to do it. See if I get in.
Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. I had no idea that you were there. And yes, we love Moon and Cats. They are going to be again there this year as well. And she's pregnant, so that's super exciting. She's going to experience this market pregnant. And so super cool. I'm so glad you got to come out, even though you only saw catch the last tail end of it. But we this year we are really looking forward to the vendors this year, and we're also looking forward to kind of I don't know if you want to say activations per se, but we're just going to be really more thoughtful about the things that we're doing. And so we did bring out some wonderful panelists that we're going to be bringing out. And so we also are going to be having an outline, y'all. So we'll be sharing all of that information on our Latina Day HTX page. So if you want to follow that for all the updates, please go follow Latina Day HTX so you can make sure you get all the updates. And or you can follow Let's Vamonos or Maddie's Delights. I'm sure we'll be all of us will be sharing as much as I'm putting the information out. But we're really excited about it because we've had a great turnout for interest and a great turnout for the swag bags. People are signing up to possibly get an opportunity to get a swag bag. Did you get a swag bag last year? Did you have the opportunity to get one last year?
No, I don't even
No.
think I knew that there were swag bags,
Swag bags,
but
yeah. Yeah, but this year there's still going to be swag bags, and we're going to have all the things that are involved with that. I do see some people that just jumped on, so welcome Latina Millionaires Club. Thank you for joining. And Vivid State HTX, that's Jessica. Thank you so much for joining if you're still with us. And then also Reina Nani, thank you for joining us. Flaming's Freshies, thank you for joining us. We really appreciate y'all joining in today and talking about Las Meta Metas Festival. So tell us a little bit though about Maddie's Delights and kind of like what was your inspiration to kind of start creating this baker's business? I guess, is it considered a baker? Are you considered yourself a baker?
yes, yeah. Yeah, sure. So, it actually kind of happened randomly. I never ever expected that I would be doing this like full time. But I started like baking with like a friend in high school, and nothing crazy or fancy, just cake mix from the box. Um, and then people would just ask us to like make cupcakes for them for their birthdays, and then high school ended, and people kept asking me for cupcakes, and it was fun. I enjoyed it. And I grew up around the kitchen because my stepdad is a chef, so I would always like help him, especially with the desserts. That was like that was like our bonding time. But it was never more than that. It was never more than just like a hobby or just something I did like with my stepdad. But then, eventually it just kept like growing. And then I went from doing cupcakes and I started doing cakes. And then that was around the time when I went vegan. So then I wanted vegan desserts because this was before the big vegan boom. So it was kind of hard to find vegan, especially desserts, vegan desserts. So I started making my own stuff so that I could eat cake on my birthday. And then, it just, people just kept asking. And then I started making, more things and cookies and macarons. And then eventually it just got to the point where it was too hard to do both my little baking business and work full time. So then at the beginning of 2022, I quit my full time job. And I just decided to like pursue like entrepreneurship and baking.
Wow, that's awesome. So you do Maddie's Delights full time.
Yes, currently.
That is so cool. I love that. That's an awesome story. May I ask what you did? What did you do previously? What type of a field were you in previously?
Yeah, so like my first like big girl job
Yeah, your
after
big
I
girl
grad,
job. Yeah.
yeah. I went to college. My degree's in human development and family studies. So I wanted to work with like, early childhood development, but like in museum settings. So I did get a job at the Children's Museum of Houston, and so I was there for a couple of years, and
Wow.
and then I was employed throughout the pandemic. So very thankful that I had a job throughout a time when most people didn't, especially since a lot of nonprofits were laying off. So even if I was laid off, I'm sure it would have been really hard for me to find a different job. So yeah, I was there for a little over 2 years, and then that's when I quit.
Wow. And what exactly made you take the jump? Was it just because it was having juggling both, right? Or was it just like your passion for the sweets, or what exactly kind of was like the key factor, I guess you could say?
Yeah, it was a little bit of everything. It was a little bit of, it was getting too difficult to juggle both. And I had multiple jobs throughout college, so I've always, been super busy, got little sleep. And then I was like, I can't keep doing this forever. I'm like, props to people that are like still doing it to this day. But I was like, it's too much for me. I need my beauty rest.
Yeah.
So it was
Yes.
it was that, and it was also another big factor was that I was just not happy at my job, and I didn't really like having like a boss. I didn't really like having to ask days off. If I was having like a bad day, I'm like I should be allowed to have like a mental health day or to be allowed to work from home or something like that. So I didn't really like feeling so constricted. And my family is in Mexico. My dad is in Mexico, so I hated having like little vacation time. I'm like, oh, I only have 1 week's vacation day, and I have to go spend it to see my dad, but then I don't have any vacation days for the entire rest of the year. So it was just, that was a big factor. I was like, I just want to be able to make my own schedule, and if I want to go to Mexico on a whim or go for 2 weeks, and I'm like, I want to be able to do that, even if it means I don't have any money. At least I have my freedom. you know
I love that. I love that. No, I think your generation is definitely one of a kind in that sense. Y'all have that sense of like family still, and then also the sense of like, I don't really like being told what to do. And I'm definitely still a part of that generation as well. You're much younger than me, but I definitely get it. Family has always come first. So I want the flexibility of being able to say, hey, I gotta go take my kids to the doctor, or I gotta go to their field trip, and not have to worry about how much vacation time I have or don't have. It's just kind of like, and also I know in Mexico the lifestyle is a lot different than the United States. So it's also more like, from what I've been told, because I've never lived in Mexico, but it's a more the sense of like just kind of going with the flow, I guess you could say. There's work to be done, but then there's also family and entertainment and being together and enjoying life per se.
right. Yeah,
But
exactly.
So how long now you've been doing your business for, we're doing 2 years, 2 full years now, or just a year and a half?
Uh, yeah, it'll be like full time, like about a year and a half. Yeah.
A year and a half. Okay.
But
And
it started getting really busy like around 2020, during pandemic time.
right. And so if people want to get your treats, what is the best way to like connect with you? Do you have a website? Do you have like a form to fill out? Well, how exactly would someone want to try your treats out?
Yeah, so currently it's mainly through Instagram. I do have like a little following base on Facebook. So I do get customers from both Instagram and Facebook, but really, all you really need to do is just DM me. Because, I do make a variety of like styles and different flavors and, things like that. I don't have like a form because there's just, with me, you can customize it as much as you want. And I don't want people to feel limited by them, seeing a form and I'm like, oh, well, I want something different or, so,
Yeah.
just the easiest ways, just DM me, send me pictures and, what you're thinking. Or sometimes people are just like, my favorite color is purple and I like music, make a cake based on that. You have full range. So,
Oh, that's
I get
cool.
both.
Awesome. That's pretty cool. Do you have a favorite of things that you like to make? Like, do you have a favorite treats that you like to make?
Yeah, so I mainly make cakes. My favorite cakes are, buttercream cakes. The like vintage styles become really popular within like the last 2 years. So, a lot of like piping, like with ruffles and frills. I love all that girly stuff. And then probably my second favorite or up a tide is macarons. It's something that took me a really long time to master, but I've gotten a lot better at them, and I'm like making little shapes and animals and stuff with them now. So I really enjoy making those as well.
Yeah. The last time I saw you actually, because I was trying to figure out the last time I had seen your stuff was I think back in January. I was looking because I had taken some pictures of your stuff, and that was the first time I had like seen you at a shop local market event. So I was like, okay, cool. And then I was like, man, where'd you go? You like disappeared. But then I realized you're busy doing events and birthdays and stuff, and so I know markets are kind of can get a little hectic. And then the heat also, the heat's been killing us right now. It's been pretty hot. But do you typically do markets, or is it something that you put on a seasonal thing?
Yeah, I did do a lot more markets last summer. But yeah, the heat's brutal, and I don't know. It's hard to do markets sometimes because it's hard to do them for like a more like casual event. Because sometimes it's not as busy, and I spend like a full like day or two baking. I stay up really late and package everything, and then for me to not sell um all of it or most of it is hard because
Yeah.
I did all that work, and then it's not easy to like resell it. I can't just put it in my closet and like sell it later. So
Right? It's not like a
so
shirt or
unfortunately,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. Exactly. Yeah, I wish I could, but yeah, so unfortunately, I try to especially lately I've been like a little bit pickier about like which markets I want to do, and then this way by doing a little bit less markets it also allows me more freedom, more ability to focus on like taking custom orders and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome that you see the benefit of what you do. And I know there's a lot of entrepreneurs, businesses that, they feel like they have to be everywhere all at once, right? And it's like kind of one of those things where, sometimes you just kind of have to slow down a little bit and just find your niche and find what works best for
Mhm.
you. So I love that. And I love that you're going to be at our market because it is an indoor market. So I do love that. Oh my goodness, we do have some more comments on here. I just was seeing them. So let me pull those up. Sunny Wang, the cake pops are so good. Oh, you've got it looks like maybe a customer or a friend, somebody that's tried your cake pops.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing with that. And then also, she says here, the lemon bars, chef's kiss. That's so sweet. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, Sunny Wang, for sharing. We really appreciate it. We really appreciate the love and support on here. But yeah, if any of y'all have any questions or comments for Maddie, let us know about being an entrepreneur, being a business, being a Latina, all those things. As y'all know, the Las Mera Metas Festival is also not just an event for us to support the Latina-owned businesses, but it's for the community to come out and support just Latinas in general. I feel like, you don't have to be Latina to go to this market. We just want you to know that there's some Latinas out there that are doing amazing work, and we want to highlight them and share them as much as we can. So, yes, we really appreciate y'all. We got some more comments here. Lorita, bravo, great interview. Thank you. Congratulations, Maddie. She also said, let me pull that up as well. Congratulations to Maddie. Yes, of course. We love that. I love that we are coming on here and supporting. We really appreciate that. Quick question as far as being an entrepreneur and being a small business owner, it comes with your trials, right? It comes with a lot of hiccups. For those that are starting out, that are new bakers, or maybe bakers that are wanting to, kind of jump into the entrepreneur scene, do you have any words of wisdom, or like they also say, consejos,
Yeah.
in words of wisdom, and that you would like to share with upcoming bakers out there?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm like very like not traditional. I'm not like trained. I didn't go to school for it. So a lot of it is, just being like self-taught and things like that. So it's just kind of like, you just got to do it, and practice makes perfect. It's so cheesy, but it's so true. Like, it's crazy to like look at some of my work from like 4 years ago, and like back then I couldn't even imagine like doing some of the stuff I'm doing now.
Yeah.
So it's, just like don't give up, keep trying, look at videos and take classes and things like that. Just like hone in your skill, and, you know, um, as far as like, being an entrepreneur and like pursuing it, you just got to do it. It's never a
Yeah.
right time. And, and take it from me, from my experience, do not let imposter syndrome, get in your way, because that's something that I struggle with a lot, and just kind of like recently kind of getting over that. But yeah, like you are good enough, and your stuff is not going to look the same as the other person. You're not going to have as many followers or whoever, but that doesn't mean that you're not good enough or that you aren't going to get to that level, because if you keep working at it, you will.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, for sure. That's great advice and great words of wisdom. And I love to hear you talking and sharing your voice about imposter syndrome, because for us Latinas, we tend to struggle with that a lot. And I'm definitely trying to promote here on Let's Vamonos Live, like we are las mera meras of our environment, of our world. Like, we want to, I grew up, Spanish was not my first language. English was. And so when I did learn the term las mera meras, it was like, ooh, I like that. Like,
Oh,
I love the idea of being the best at something, or, having a sense of empowerment, a word of empowerment. So we
yeah.
really are glad that you're able to come on here and share your voice, and also be able to have a safe space, because that's what we're here for. We're here for the Latina community to come on here and share their voice and not feel like, oh, it's, it's going to be taken the wrong way or whatnot. I love your friend Sunny. They just said you're kid enough. If you haven't watched the Barbie movie, this is totally relatable. This is hilarious. So thank you, Sunny. Yes, you're kid enough. And yeah, I love that. But we're really excited to be sharing the vendors, more of the vendors. So please follow us on Latina Day HTX so you can see all the vendors that we're going to be having. We just put out the first 10. So y'all, we're going to have many more to share, and also the sponsors as well. We're really excited about sharing the sponsors and all of those that are contributing to this festival. So again, August 20th. It's going to be at Cameron Ironworks building, and I will put up the flyer here if I can find it really quickly. August 20th. Oh. And let me see, where is it going to go? Oh, it's going to cover me up. That's okay. Let's see here if I can fix it. No. There we go. Okay. Y'all see it. Y'all get it, right? But there's a flyer. And so y'all will be able to come out. It is a free event. We do want y'all to register. So please register, and you can find that link in our bio on IG. So if you want the free swag bag and more free stuff that's going to be in the swag bag, and we're talking about gift cards, we're talking about service coupons for Latina-owned businesses here in the Houston area they're going to be providing a discounted at the items, gift cards, what else? All those things that can help contribute to their business and also promote their business. But we really appreciate all of y'all out there that have come on. I do see some more that have joined on, so thank you so much for joining if you're still on here with us. Let me see. And then those that are supporting Las Metas Festival, thank y'all so much. Continue to spread the word. This is just the beginning for us. This is only our second annual, and we want to make sure that people like Maddie, who saw it last year, get an opportunity to see it this year and then be like, okay, I want to sign up, right? I love that story. I'm so glad you shared that, because I had no idea that you were there. There was a lot of people there, and there was a lot of people to connect with. So so I'm gonna have to thank Mood and Cats for telling you about it, and also giving you the heads up about signing up. So we really appreciate that. But any let's see. Oh, we got some more comments here. You said this is your aunt Lorita?
Yeah.
Congratulations
yeah.
to Metas. Yes, thank you. Gracias. We really appreciate it. Any last words though, Maddie, before we leave? Anything you'd like to share, or anything, just anything in general?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just I'm really excited about, about this event, and, being a Latina in America, and in Houston, it's just like, it's so special because, we're from so many different countries. Some of us were born in the US, some of us were not, some of us speak Spanish, some of us don't. It doesn't matter like what level you think your Latinaness is at. We're all Latina. We're all enough.
Yeah.
And and it's so important to like celebrate our culture, and provide that representation, because as women and as Latinas, we need those positive role models, and we need to show the world the impact that we have and what we can do.
Oh, yes, I agree. Because we can do a lot when we come together. And we plan on showing the Houston community how amazing this event is going to be, because we hope to continue to grow and have more Latinas on from our community, from all walks of life. You said it, hit the head on the nail on the hammer, in the sense of like what it's like for us, that we have to all come together no matter where we came from, what our language is, or whatnot. So I appreciate that so much. Thank you so much for sharing those positive words. My mom is on here. I'm gonna put her little comment. I'm looking forward to see all the, what did she say? Oh, she's probably still typing, but to see all the things. So if y'all know, my mom will be out there. She'll be buying from all of y'all. She loves supporting the Latino-owned businesses. Last year she had like a huge small business haul. Oh, here it goes. She said, she goes, I'm looking forward to this year's Mera Mera's National Latina Day. Yeah, thank you so much. Oh, Las Veras Cafe just came on. Maddie is the best. She's on Instagram. She just shared that with us. So thank you so much. Las Veras Cafe, we really appreciate you. But we are going to have to head out. We really appreciate all of y'all that are on here supporting, commenting, sharing the message that we're trying to promote for this wonderful event. Again, please share and spread the word so nobody misses it. Bring your primas, bring your tias, bring your sisters, anybody that wants to come and have a fun day with a bunch of crazy Latinas that we are. Definitely come do that, and it'll be a great Sunday fun day over at Cameron Ironworks. But again, we really appreciate the love and support. Let's vamonos. Bye.
Yay. Thank you.